This is the 5 things it takes to be an entrepreneur. And here's the reality. When I went to business school 20 years ago, there were no classes or no courses on being an entrepreneur. Now, every college in America has an entrepreneurial program. It's really sexy to own your own business and grow revenue and do that. And so the times have shifted. So I wanted to do 5 attributes of an amazing entrepreneur. First one, and the most important, is just simply a desire to win. Meaning, inside, I have this insatiable desire to beat my competition. I want to be better and I don't want to stop, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes, whether that's learning how to do something or hiring the right people or putting the right systems and processes. Like, I will win at any cost. And I think this is a really important part because people are hyper competitive, wanting to win, willing to do the work. Those are the ones who are successful entrepreneurs. The number 2 thing is just simply knowing that personal development and learning is part of being an entrepreneur. Every time you reach another peak within your business, in order to get to the next echelon and to win in that echelon, you have to redefine yourself and be a consistent learner, a lifelong learner. I think there's only 2 paths for the learning. You can either get better or you can get bitter. And by bitter, I mean, oh, I tried to grow revenue, but the market was tough, or the economy wasn't what I wanted, or I had this competitor, my vendor didn't do their work, or my employees. That's an example of an entrepreneur who is bitter. But really successful entrepreneurs, when there's a challenge, they choose to get better, be self-disciplined, and be a lifelong learner. And so the number 2 thing is just simply be a learner. For number 3, it's leverage and delegation. There is only a certain amount of time in the day. And as an entrepreneur, you have to protect your energy, your capacity, and your time by effectively delegating inside your business. And here's the thing that people don't know. It's about building systems and process, your technology stack, and the process of getting customers, serving those customers, and collecting money. That is the most important thing about delegation, setting a vision that is clear for your team so they can follow you to the finish line together. That is effective delegation. It's the number 3 trait. Number 4, great entrepreneurs turn chaos into order. Meaning, I've got a good friend who came into his shop and realized he couldn't find a tool, didn't know where any equipment was, and it was taking super long to get things done inside of his shop. So he spent 7 days, completely reorganized his entire shop, and he created order inside of his business. You want to have an analytical mindset, track your scorecard, know exactly what your numbers are. This analytical piece, it's something that is not talked about enough in business and in entrepreneurship. You've got to track your numbers and know exactly what your business is doing and have a scorecard. That is a great separator between, people who own businesses and people who have businesses that own them. Difference maker. Have a scorecard, know your numbers. What's interesting about personal development and being an entrepreneur is that a lot of people think, oh, if I read 20 books, it's going to be great. But what they don't do is read one book, take all the information from that book, and then insert it into their company, and then track the results over time. And the reality is, when I've been successful in shifting my business, it's because the business had some massive need, and I read 4 or 5 books on that one massive need, created a system and process, consolidating all that information, implemented it into my business, and then track the results over time. So as an entrepreneur, what you want to do when you're personally developing is not read 20 books a year, but read 4 or 5 books on the one thing that's holding your business back from the next level of success, and take that and implement in your business. The number 5 thing in being a great entrepreneur, and arguably probably the most important, is managing energy inside your business. Now, the reality is you have customers, employees, and vendors, and your business feels a particular way. And it's the entrepreneur's job to sit in the middle of that business and feel what's sales feeling like, what's customer service feeling like, what's our delivery feeling like to our customers. Are they satisfied? Are they happy? Are we generating revenue? And am I feeling like we are making positive strides towards our goals as a company? Now, you can't teach this, there's no books about it, but there is this positive and negative energy within a business that an entrepreneur has to manage. And so the most important thing in number 5 is just knowing that your job as an entrepreneur is to manage the positive and negative energy inside your business so that you can achieve your goals. These are the 5 things to have wild success as an entrepreneur, but there is a 6th, which is to subscribe and like this video to get more just like this as you're growing and scaling your business.